Hey guys, welcome back to the FunBikes YouTube channel. I'm Finn and today I'm going to be showing you how to build and assemble the MXR 50 Rage for kids so it can go from looking like this to this. Let's get into it. So guys, before I start showing you how to build the MXR 50 Rage, I'm going to quickly run through you what tools you're going to need for the build. So first of all, you're going to need a 6mm Allen key. You will also need a 5mm Allen key, a 13mm spanner, a 14mm spanner, you'll need a 17mm spanner, and finally you'll need a knife or a pair of snips. This is just to open the box. Let's get on with the build. So for the first step of your assembly, you're going to want to unbox your bike, and for this part you will need a knife or a pair of snips, and you want to just cut this band in and undo your sellotape. Let's get into it. Now we have the bike out of the box and all the bubble wrap off the bike, I'm now going to talk through what parts came in the box. So in your box you'll receive a smaller box, and in this box you'll receive all your parts for the assembly. Your parts will consist of your front number board, you will receive a 2-stroke mixing bottle, you'll receive your bar pad cover, you will receive your parts bag, including all your nuts and bolts for the assembly. You will receive a tools bag in case you don't have the required tools yourself. You will receive your front axle, which we will later use in the build. You will receive a breather pipe. You will also receive a owner's manual for this bike. I advise you read this thoroughly, as this explains how to maintain and run your bike as it should. You will also receive your wheel and your front mudguard. In your parts bag, you'll receive 2 handlebar clamps, you'll receive 4 handlebar clamp bolts, you'll receive a rear shock bolt and a rear shock nut, and finally you'll receive your keys for the bike. Now we have all our tools and parts, let's get to the assembly. So for the first part of assembly for this bike is going to be the handlebars. For this part, you're going to want your top clamp and 2 top mount clamp bolts. So you're going to want to gently put your handlebars on the bottom clamps, lining up the ridges. You're going to want to get top clamp on loosely for now. Then you can grab your bolt and screw that in. You only need to screw these in finger tight for now. This is just to hold the handlebars on. Now once one side is on, you can go and grab the other top clamp and top clamp bolts. We're going to do the same for this side, lining up the ridge and putting these bolts in finger tight again. And the final one. Once you've got these in finger tight, you can now grab your 6mm Allen key and you can now tighten these up as tight as you can, still ensuring that the grooves are still under the top clamps. Another thing to ensure you do is to have your handlebars lined up with your forks here, as you can see. It can have a slight bit backwards, but as long as it's almost in line with the forks, which should be perfectly fine. Your handlebars should look like this. Once you've tightened the handlebar clamps, there's a little thing I like to do to make sure that the handlebars are nice and tight, and that's just by giving it a bit of a push down. And as you can see, the handlebars haven't moved, and this means that your handlebars are now nice and tight. The next part of your assembly is going to be your bar pad and bar pad cover. This is quite a simple job, as your bar pad pushes on just like that, and the bar pad cover slides through the handlebars and wraps back on itself like so. And now your bar pad cover is on the bike. So the next part of the assembly which we're going to do is going to be the rear shock at the back here, and for this you're going to need a 13 and a 14mm spanner. You'll also need your rear shock bolt and your rear shock nut. This step is quite simple. All you need to do is line up the rear shock with the rear wheel and then put the bolt straight through like that, and then the nut just on the other side. Just do it finger tight for now. Now you want to grab your spanners. The 14mm spanner will be the nut on the left side, and the 13mm spanner will be the bolt on the right side. Let's get this nice and tight. And with that nice and tight, your rear shock is now secure and in place. For the next part of the assembly, we're going to be assembling the front mudguard, which will sit right here. This is located on top of your wheel from the box. You'll need a pair of snips just to cut this zip tie off. You can chuck that in the bin. Then you want to carefully remove your front mudguard from the bubble wrap, and while we're here, we may as well remove the front wheel. Now you're going to want to remove these two 5mm Allen key bolts here. They should come nice and loose. There's one, there's the other one. Now as you can see here on the front mudguard, there's a hole here and a hole here. These are the two holes where you want to put the bolts. These are the three. You don't need to know what they're for, just these two for now. So you want to put the bolt through the hole, line it up, and again, screw this in finger tight for now. And the same for the other side. There we go. And then once these are finger tight, you can see mudguard's in place. You'll now need a 5mm Allen key just to tighten these up as tight as you can get them. There's one. Now once both these bolts are tight, you can see your front mudguard is now tight and secure. So the next part of assembly that I'm going to talk you through is going to be the front brake and the front wheel. For this part, you will need a 5mm Allen key, a 17mm spanner, a 14mm spanner, and the parts you'll need the front axle, which will come with 2 spacers, and the nut. So firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the front brake here, which we'll do by removing that 5mm and that 5mm. You just want to put that to the side for now, and it'll be the same for that one. Just put it to the side. And now you can put the caliper on this side of the fork to keep it out of the way. So now you're going to want to grab your front axle, take off this nut here, and take both the spacers off. But you're going to want to keep one for the next step, which is going to be sliding through your axle, putting the spacer on the other side. The key thing to remember is that you want to keep the brake disc on this side of the bike, like this. So when you slide it in, you can see the disc will be able to get to the caliper. And now you can push through your axle, which in this scenario, it can get a bit stuck, and that's because there is a bit of tubing inside of the axle slide, which if this happens, all you need to do is grab a 5mm Allen key, put it in the other side, push up a little bit. While you're pushing up, you just need to slide the axle through like that. Now, the axle will slide all the way through, with a bit of lining up. There we go. Now you can grab the other spacer, and this can squeeze into the other side, and you can now push your axle all the way through. Now you can grab the nut, slide this on the end like so. So now your wheel is in place. You want to grab your 17mm spanner, your 14mm spanner. You'll put the 17 on this side and the 14 on this side. You want to make sure this is as tight as you can get it. There we go. Now once that's nice and tight, we can now move back onto the front brake, which you want to grab your 2 bolts you took out earlier, ready to be put in. As you can see here, there's a little gap in the brake discs. This gap will slide onto the disc here, and these 2 holes that we took the bolts out will align here. You want to slide this on, nice and gently. And as you can see, we've got 1 hole lined up here. So you want to get the first bolt in, like so. Now the caliper can't fall off. And now you can align the bottom hole and get the second bolt in. Now once these are both in by finger loose, you can grab your 5mm Allen key and make sure these are nice and tight. And that is your front wheel and front brake all assembled. The next part of the assembly I'm going to talk you through is your front number board. Now all you're going to need for this is a 5mm Allen key, and obviously your front number board. It's a very simple process. You'll see here there's a 5mm bolt. You just want to take this out. So on your number board, you can see here at the bottom there are 2 knobbles, and these 2 knobbles will sit in these 2 gaps here on the mudguard. So you want to just slide them on like so. Now you want to grab your 5mm Allen key and the 5mm bolt you took out. So now you've got your 5mm bolt in here. You're just going to want to push down a bit with your thumb, get your 5mm Allen key, line it up. It should go in nice and easily. This doesn't have to be too tight, it's nothing major. Obviously the tighter the better, as it will keep it nice and secure. There we go. Now you're almost done with the assembly of this bike. So now once you've got this far in your build of this bike, you can now put the cherry on the cake. And by that I mean this little breather pipe, which slots on to the fuel cap, like so. And now you've put your breather pipe on, there's one more thing that we're going to have to speak about, which is very important, and that is your full nut and bolt check of this bike. So now you have fully assembled this MXR 50 Rage. Before you take it for a ride, you're going to always want to make sure that you do a full nut and bolt check of the vehicle. And now I'm going to show you what bolts you're going to want to check. So starting off at the back here, you're going to want to check these two bolts here, which are holding on your brake caliper. You're also going to want to check your rear axle. This will be on both sides. You want to check your plastic bolts here, this bolt here, your foot pegs, some more plastic bolts up here. You're going to want to check your pull start casing. You're also going to want to check your fork bolts. So on the other side of the bike, you're going to want to check these three chain guard bolts. You want to check your kickstand bolt here, your other foot peg, these few bolts here, your exhaust cover bolts, your plastic bolts which are on this side as well, and your fork bolts. You'll also want to check your rear shock bolts at the top and the bottom. So now you've done a full nut and bolt check of this bike, you can now peel off the stickers and then it's ready to be ridden. So guys, this has been the assembly video for the MXR 50 Rage for kids. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll answer them as quick as I can. Before you go riding, please make sure you have your riding gear. If you don't have any, the link's in our bio or in our description. I've been Finn, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.